I'm so excited to announce that the very first Alex the Comic Hoarder store exclusive is available for pre-order right now at ChampionCityCollectibles.com. Go there right now for the best Archie comic ever, exclusive cover by the Daily Doodle. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. In this video, I'll be showing 5 more comic books that I've invested in to make my overall collection more valuable and more appealing to myself and to other collectors or other dealers that would be looking at my collection in the future as a possible investment opportunity. So hopefully you guys are ready. Hopefully you're excited. Here we go. Before we get into the video, I want to thank the sponsor of this channel. It's the Shortboxed app. It's the easiest and safest way to buy and sell graded comic books online. There's a link in the description below to download the app for your Apple or Android devices. Click that link and download the app and start shopping today. All right, I have been very, very careful, very focused on what I've been buying lately. I've been trying to build a cool wall of Copper Age books. Now, there are a couple Bronze Age books and maybe a couple books that are just slightly past the Copper Age. The Copper Age is from 1984 to about 1991. I've been, playing on either side of that just a little bit, but ultimately I want to build a wall of like Copper Age keys. The great thing about Copper Age and why I've been focused on Copper Age is it's a lot of the stuff that I grew up wanting when I was younger, a lot of the stuff that I really respected, like Amazing Spider-Man 300, New Mutants 98, New Mutants 87, Uncanny Xmen 266, just books that I just really had a great admiration for, really loved these comic books. And now I'm trying to go back and gather them and build this awesome wall. Great stories, great artwork, great first appearances happened in this time frame. Some of these books will be going up on that wall and some might not, or some might, and then will be replaced very quickly by other books. Another thing about Copper Age books is, aside from just a few of them that are very expensive, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, New Mutants 98 can get up there as well. So can Amazing Spider-Man 300. Those books can get up there in price, but if you get a nice like upper grade, you can still afford them, just maybe a couple $100 or something like that. And you can see in this stack of books, these are books that will increase the overall eye appeal of your collection and increase the overall value of your collection without breaking the bank completely. So I've got some prices, I've got some figures, but these are foundational books. I hope you guys are using that term out in the wild when you're talking to comic book collectors or comic book dealers, asking them what their foundational books are, if they have foundational books for sale or whatever. But I'm really hoping that this is catching on. I've got tons of great feedback about this series. Let's get on to the books. I've made some notes here about the prices. So the first one up is a book that I really like. I've had several copies of this, bought, sold, traded. This one's going to go up on the wall for sure. So this is the New Mutants Annual #2 from 1986, and this is the first U.S. appearance of Psylocke. Now, Betsy Braddock made her first appearance in the Captain Britain title, and this was Psylocke's first U.S. appearance. This book is always eye-appealing, eye-catching. Raw books can be had from anywhere from $25 to $78. So this is reaching up to $80 in high grade. This is a very nice condition book. I would say 9.2 to 9.4 on this one. There's a couple dings here that don't really break color, but still are there. This is a nice newsstand copy of this book. Let's see, a 9.8 sold on May 2nd for $916. So this book commands a lot of attention. A 9.2 just sold on April 25th for $121. So in lower grade, this book is very easily accessible. In raw condition, $25 to $80. So you can have this book and it would definitely be a foundational book in your collection. Next up, I was really wondering if I wanted to put this one on the list because the value is so low, but that's why I'm actually putting it on the list. This is Web of Spider-Man #1. It's a great cover, black suit Spider-Man. This is the 3rd ongoing series for Spider-Man, anywhere from $10 to $35. I think a recent VF, like 8.0 raw condition, just sold for $35. Buy it now on June 1st, yesterday. A 9.8 sold for $280 on May 30th. A 9.6 sold for $100 on May 29th. So this book is very affordable, and the one reason why I'm putting it as a foundational book is because it's always so eye appealing and eye catching to me. When I see this in a shop for $10 to $15, I'm always looking at it like, man, I can't believe that book is only $10 to $15, but I'll buy it now for an 8.0, a nice upper mid-grade book just sold for $35. So that's why I'm putting this one on the list. It's always eye appealing to me, and it'll increase the value of your collection just because it's a cool key. This is another book that I really like. I've always loved this book, and for a while, I don't know if the other books have just taken off and the prices have just gone up on a lot of other books, and this one's kind of been left behind. But I think this one is a special book. I will always hold this one with high esteem, and anytime I'm flipping through like a stack of books and this one comes up, I'm like, oh, there's a key. That's a great foundational book. This is XFactor number 24. So when you have XFactor number 6, the first appearance of Apocalypse, you usually pair that with this book because they're very similar keys. You know, that he's a horseman of the apocalypse. So really great book. It's selling for around $20 to $35 in raw condition. A 9/8 sold on May 29th, so just a few days ago, for $226. Another 9/8 sold on May 29th for $156. I think two sold within a couple days for $154 and $156, and then big sale on the 29th for $226. So this book is definitely still affordable. This is a newsstand copy from 1987, so newsstands were still pretty prevalent. I'm starting to shift more towards direct editions, but this one probably still pretty common to be a newsstand copy. I always think that this book is something special. If you're an X-Men fan, this is kind of a must-have. It's a foundational book for sure. I can't believe I'm calling this one a foundational book. This one will probably go up on the wall and then be taken down once I find something to replace it. But SpiderMan 2099. Now, of course, this is a direct copy. There is a newsstand copy that sells for much more, and we'll illustrate that in just a little bit. Now, this is the first kind of ongoing series for SpiderMan 2099. This is a great character and a great book to have because SpiderMan 2099 was teased at the very end of Edge of the Spider-Verse, and I believe this character is going to be in the next movie. So this is a great character to have. It's a great book. I always have felt like this is a dollar book, like $1 to $3 book, because I think it's so heavily produced, but it's one of those just really nostalgic, cool books from the Copper Age. Here's some numbers. It's always seemed like it's a dollar book, but now it's selling anywhere from $10 to $30 in raw condition. A 9/8 just sold today for $200. It was a buy it now. And on May 31st, a newsstand 9/8 sold for $610. This is no longer a dollar book, especially if you can find the newsstand copy of it. This is definitely a foundational book. If it's selling a 9/8 for $200 and a newsstand for $610, we need to be paying attention to SpiderMan 2099. This is one of those ones where I think now, more than ever, when you're flipping through a collection, most of the time this would fit into that Generation X where it's got the chromium cover. I think it would fit into that mold where it's like, oh, cool, gimmicky 90s collection. This one is one of the ones that just is squeezing into my foundational books. I did buy it specifically because I feel like it is a foundational book, and once that new Edge of Spider-Verse movie comes out, I think this one will garner a little bit more attention just depending on how this character does. But foundational books really aren't speculation driven. It's history driven, nostalgia driven. So this one is, like I said, it's sneaking its way in there for now, but it may be booted off the list. It may be booted off the wall once I find anything that's better. Yeah, take this one with a grain of salt, but I like it still. $610 for a newsstand 9/8. I mean, that's definitely something. All right, and the last one. I know I've been buying raw copies and putting them to those top loaders. I will do a video on how I protect my investments, but this one is a graded copy. I got this one at the Comic-Con in April, and it is, I can't deny this book, it was always one of my childhood grails. The Uncanny Xmen, number 266. It's in a 9.6 with white pages. I did have a 9.8, and I've got a raw copy in there. I also have X-Men Annual number 14, the first appearance of Gambit. And you guys know this is the book to get. This, in my opinion, this is the book to have. But I do have that other one, and I can't believe it's going for like over $100. That was like a $14 book at max, like $14, $15 book maximum, maybe like $5 book for the longest time. But it's getting a lot of attention. So I couldn't deny this one. CGC says first full appearance of Gambit, Mystique appearance. It's from 1990. Chris Claremont story. Really, really great Andy Kubert cover. I think that's why I like this one so much, is because of the cover. Gambit's on there. He's got his thong going. It's pink outfit. thong, knee-high shin guards. Gambit is awesome. This book is incredible. 9.6. Can't complain. I traded for this one, so I'm really, really happy about trading for books. I'll do a video on trading as well. How can you trade up, like what you have, what's the best way to prepare for a trade, what's the best way to present your side of the trade, and how to look for something that you can trade for. Uncanny Xmen 266 and a 9.6 sold yesterday for $339 with 44 bids, and then also recently for $348 with 11 bids. This book is stellar, it's amazing, and it's never going anywhere. This is a foundational book for sure. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed this video. Foundational books are such a passion of mine right now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. I know you guys are. If you would do me a favor, hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when future videos come out. Also hit that thumbs up. You guys really do appreciate all the support, and comment down below what you think about these foundational books. Does 2099 Spider-Man belong in a foundational book? I don't know. It really squeezed into this. It's been sitting in my office after I bought it. Like, I've been racking my brain. Should that book be a foundational book? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And I wouldn't care if you guys said, heck no, throw it out. Anyways, hopefully you guys are well, and I'll talk to you on the next one. See you, bye.